Hey, this is Joe for the Joe Wants Project, and you're watching Show Me Your Pick right here on YouTube with Fruitcake Tony. Now back to the show.
Hey now, it's Saturday night once again. Show me your pick.
It is. Holy cow.
It is just a couple minutes past 9. It's 9:08 on Saturday. Brendan B. Squared, Charles Green, August the 20th, 2022.
Wow. Ending August already. Close to it.
Yeah, I know.
It's
starting to see a couple of days of cooler weather here in the south.
Yeah, we're still in the 90s, but it's going to be a little cooler on Monday, then back in the 90s. Man, Charles, you got a lot of stuff. You're getting quite the pick collection there.
I've been hanging around you guys for a year now, and I got to tell you what. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
That's some cool stuff, man.
Hey, Brendan, dude.
Nice. Yeah, that'll be coming up, and actually, I'm going to start, asking for support again soon. That'll be fun.
Brandon. Another Sub-Zero Heroes jump in 2023?
Yes, sir.
Right on.
I got to give you a little shout out, man. Yeah, you gave me a shout out the other night. It was so nice of you. It was really cool, and thank you. But you will literally walk up to a frozen lake, ice-covered frozen lake, and jump into the water with your wife.
Yeah.
Girl, you do it holding hands. For people you don't even know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really cool, bro.
That is.
That is really cool, dude.
Yep. I love doing it.
Awesome.
I really do.
Awesome.
Yeah. And hundreds of people now do it. It
Yeah.
started out with 8 or 9 of us. Now it's over 100 every year jump.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Awesome.
Thank you, by the way, but you're crazy.
Yeah,
man.
You guys
absolutely.
I believe you wear a pink tutu when you do that too.
No, I wore a purple one time. I change up the costume every year.
Excellent. Hey, you rock it, brother. You rock it.
Yeah, that was fun last year.
Yeah, we'll do that again. We'll do that again if you want.
Yeah,
it'll be February in 2023. So more to come later on that. But yeah,
February. Oh, I'm
They'll
cold
be here sooner
already.
than you think. Yeah, you are. Aren't you?
Yeah. So Charles, Brendan, I'm seeing a lot of cool kids in the chat here. I'm gonna get to roll call. Start at the bottom. Brendan will be back. Ben Coombs, hey dude. Ryan Hall, BC Rich 581.
BC Rich, it's good to see you guys, man.
Paulie Walnuts in the house.
Paulie, it's good to see you, Paulie.
Let's go up. Jeff K, Andy Carson. What's up, guys?
Andy, you rock, Andy.
BC Rich 581. Have I said that?
BC Rich, yeah, bro.
All right, Brendan.
See what happens when I go to look at the freaking list? I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I know. Participants.
Oops. Sorry. Not the red X.
Yeah. Dave Z, good to see you, dude.
Hey, it's good to see you, Dave.
The let's see. Ryan Hall. Have I said Ryan? Yeah.
I think you did.
Ryan Hall. Nice to see it.
It was
Say
good
it
to see you,
twice.
No problem.
Christopher Live Sour.
Christopher, what's up, brother? I don't know, man.
In the house.
Yeah.
I'm still scrolling. Thomas Santiago. Nice to see you, dude.
Good to see you, bro.
Right on. Brendan B. Squared is in.
Hey, I'm back.
Yeah. And Nightbot will be along shortly.
Cool.
Posting up all of your favorite links here on the channel with all these guys and others. And do please read the descriptions of these shows, because I put some cool stuff down there sometimes. It's not always the same. Nope. There's nuggets for you sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Tim Thomas.
What's up, Tim?
Tim, what's up, brother?
Yeah. So, we're talking the police tonight. And
sweet.
Yeah, we got a couple unboxings. We're going to do trivia tonight. Mm-hmm. And Charles is going to call the questions.
Charles edition.
Yeah.
Come on now, let's somebody in the chat here step up.
So
make this good.
If you want to play, trivia tonight, we're going to go there probably about 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour, somewhere in there. 10-shot rock and roll trivia. Charles is going to ask you, while I step away, he's going to ask you 10 questions about music trivia and rock and roll, and I'll return and he'll ask me the same 10 questions, and we'll see how you fare. But if you beat me tonight, I'll show these later, but on the other camera. But for now, if you beat me tonight, I'm going to sling you a Billy G.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
That's badass. Billy G.
That's a really good pick, man.
That is.
But you got to beat me first, though.
Nice.
And we'll toss in, Fruitcake Tony picks, show me your picks, Halenville Live picks, and Brendan B. Square picks, Charles Green picks.
Wait.
Am I missing anybody? We'll send you a good prize pack, regardless. But yeah, so if you haven't played yet, think about playing at about 45 minutes, and we'll put a link in the chat.
Very cool.
And you can pop on.
Nice.
So dudes, we got a surprise special guest.
I heard.
In our green room. Yeah, we do.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We all know him. I think we all know him. We've all known him a while. Let's go ahead and bring him in the stream.
Yeah, man, bring him in.
Dane from Zimm's Guitars. There he is.
Nice.
Excellent. Excellent.
Howdy, guys.
Howdy.
What's happening?
Not too much. Thank you guys so much for having me on with you tonight.
Yeah, dude. Good
Welcome, Dane.
Man.
Welcome, bro.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look, out of the gate, I gotta know what's new at the store.
Well, there's a lot of stuff recently. You know, the one thing that I always sort of brag about and boast about all the time is that Philip McKnight lives 15 minutes up the street, right?
Yeah.
And so every 6 weeks or so, he brings in another truckload of stuff.
Nice.
And so I've got a Sire guitar over there that he owned, and I got a couple of those guitars that he did reviews on that, the actual guitars from his videos end up in here all the time.
That's cool. That is cool.
And I just feel holy crap. It's such a, great feeling to be buying that kind of stuff and then be able to flip it, you know.
It's got YouTube provenance and everything.
Yeah,
It really does. Man. And he sold me that green PRS Custom 24, his Verde green one that he's had for years. He actually sold me that thing. And he gave me a good price where there was plenty of meat on the bone. And when he comes in here, he'll come in at 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Then he'll hang out the whole rest of the day. Oh, and then sometimes we even sit in the parking lot and talk for another hour or so. But he brought in that green PRS that's been in a ton of his videos. And he sets it up here on the counter. And I'm getting ready to write checks and do all that kind of stuff and pay him for stuff. But as it's setting here, you know, 3 or 4 customers will come in. And when they recognize him, they'll hang out all afternoon too.
Sure.
So... but a guy bought the PRS before he even left the store that day.
Wow.
So stuff like that happens. And then I'll pull the back plate off of one of those guitars and I'll have him sign the inside of the back plate.
Sure.
So stuff like that happens a lot. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Did he sign the PRS plate by any chance?
He did. And then I sold one yesterday. I don't know if you guys watch some of my videos, but there was a customer in here and he put Dunlap strap locks on his PRS. That was a McKnight guitar. McKnight signed the back.
Oh.
He bought the guitar, and because he watches videos, he wants to be a part of the video. So he's like, how about we put these Dunlap strap buttons on there and I'll lock it in and let's do it. So
that's awesome.
It's easy for me to come up with video content because I'm in a whole store. You know, I got some of my lights out right now, but I'm in a store with a lot of guitars. That's and they all need restrung.
Dude,
you know, before I hang them on the wall, I'll restring them. And lately, I've just been letting my camera kind of roll on everything that needs restrung. I used to walk around the store and I'd be like, okay, well, what's a really video worthy guitar that I can do a video about? I don't do that anymore. I just let the camera roll for every restring. You Squire, doesn't matter what it is. Let the camera roll. My son does my editing.
Are you doing all that stuff yourself?
Yeah.
You do all that stuff yourself though, or you got other people helping you, like restring and other people doing?
I do it all by
repairs.
Myself, and
nice.
my
That's
son
awesome.
does all the video editing.
Oh, very cool.
You know,
you got a great channel, Dane.
Yeah, it's awesome channel.
Yeah, I lose a lot of money on it.
That's why it's good.
You're having
we all
fun, dude. That's what matters, man. Yeah. I know you're having fun. Yeah. You're always rocking.
It brings people into the store. It does that. But I mean, I pay my son money to do all the editing on all those videos. So, you know, when you think about it that way, I'm losing money because there's no way my 7,000 subscribers, I get that much, you know, of the AdSense that comes in at the end of the month is only a couple $100.
You're leaving an awesome legacy is what you're doing, bro. That's the way to
He does a great job. He does. They're good.
The lights are
videos.
still on, buddy. The lights are on. Guitars are coming in and out. You're good.
That's right. Well, this is the $1 million question because I heard this like a year ago.
Yeah.
Dane will not ship across the United States. He won't ship you a guitar. He just won't do it. Is that still your policy? Was that a myth?
Because go pick it up.
That was kind of a bit.
Say it again.
That was kind of a little bit that I kind of. I don't enjoy doing it. It only takes once or twice to ship a guitar somewhere, and the guy calls you and says, "Hey man, I kind of thought the color was a little more bluish than it's kind of green, and can I ship it back?" And it only takes a few times like that for you to say,
"Yeah,
okay, that's it." I would prefer a customer walks in the store and brings a couple trade-ins.
Sure.
Sets and finds the guitar he likes, strums it for a while, and hey, I'll come back tomorrow. Let me get the money rounded up. You know, you have a good conversation. You get to know people. Then a week later or next weekend, they come back in. I'm ready to get it. And okay, and then you never have to worry about it being shipped back to you.
Right.
you know you got a good customer, and if you give him a smoking deal, he'll keep coming back in.
Right.
If he gets a bad case of gas, he'll keep coming back in.
There you go. There you go.
And I tried it.
Great.
And back in high school, you know, you used to give your friends the first joint was free, right? And then they'd keep coming at lunchtime every day buying more joints from you. So that's kind of what I try to do in the used guitar business.
Wow. That's great. That is great. So So will you ship me a guitar if I decide to buy one? If I did it, we could put it in like a SKB case, you know, a nice case just to protect it on the ship, and that would be really cool.
I know I'm fine with shipping guitars.
That would be
I shipped a guitar to J7/8, and he returns everything.
He didn't return yours.
He actually kept that one.
He kept it. That's right. That's
really
the endorsement.
To watch.
But that's the endorsement that you want. If Jay Hannon keeps a guitar, you know you've done your job. You know, I've known Jay for like 20 plus years, so I always bust his ass. We all bust his ass. You know, I used to work with him, but he's a good friend. But
Mega Khaled, dude. That's a killer album, guys. Killer album.
Now, Jay's good people, but he does send a lot of shit back. He does.
He really does.
He really does. For stupid stuff, too.
If companies have return policies, why not just experiment with guitars and see if you like them?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Nah, there is nothing like the in-person experience.
Especially, go ahead, T.
If anybody asks you, Dane, to ship, say just look your friend up near Mesa, Arizona, and have him come in.
Yep.
And there you go.
Yeah, and I'm also a little bit not too much into the reverb thing now that they're sending you a 1099 next spring. When you have to go and do your taxes, the last thing I need to hand my accountant is a 1099 from Reverb saying I sold another $30,000 worth of guitars or something.
Yeah, right.
It's hard enough to keep my accounting stuff accurate.
Hey, Ben. Yeah, no kidding.
What's going on, Ben? That's cool, man. So last time I saw you, your band was going to play the Whiskey A Go-Go.
Yeah.
What's been going on since then?
Well, we have a couple of shows booked at the Whiskey for towards the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We were supposed to play in Montclair, California on September 3rd, opening for Starship. But
where?
Oh, wow.
Where
at
in
the Canyon? At the Canyon in Montclair.
Oh, that's great. That's a great
club,
and
I was looking forward to that because Starship would pack the place.
Yeah.
Now the name of your band is Whiskey
Dogs.
Whiskey Dogs. That's right.
Yeah.
No. Right.
Nice.
And we're basically, I've been in the band since 2006. So I've been in this band with these friends of mine for a long, long time. And we started off as playing the biker bars in Scottsdale mostly, and maybe out in Apache Junction, once in a while down in Phoenix. But we have this giant metropolitan area that we live in, and we would usually play biker bars, and the guys would be like, we wouldn't rehearse very much, but okay, breaking the law into, Born to Be Wild, and then into Rocky Mountain Way, and we would just throw all the generic tunes. You didn't have to rehearse very often, or even at all.
There you go.
And we did that for years and years.
Wow.
And we never wrote an original song until probably about 4 years ago, when our lead guitar player that we had for all these years, biker dude, great guitar player, loved Les Pauls. And he quit the band because he met a girl. He met a redhead, and she's a singer. Yeah, he met a redhead, and she's a singer.
Wow.
And so he tried to recruit all of us, me, the bass player, our drummer, and finally our lead singer's like, no, dude, you can't just take my musicians in the Whiskey Dogs. You have to go find your own band. So we lost our lead guitar player, but we got a girl now to take over.
Really?
And she's from the San Francisco area. So she's an 80s thrash metal
shredder. She shreds?
Yeah.
What kind of guitar does she play? Like an Ibanez or?
No, she does have an Ibanez S series, but she plays Les Pauls.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And so there's no whammy bar tricks going on, but she's sort of a 80s thrash. She wants to play modern thrash stuff. And I tell her, hey, look, you know, me and the drummer, we're 60 years old now. That's not really in our wheelhouse. We'll give it our best try, but no, we're more of a 80s sort of throwback. And so she's trying to deal with that, and we're trying to deal with, you know, being heavier and sounding like thrash. But then at the same time, we get shows opening up for Starship. So it's like, settle down, you know.
How long she in the band now?
She's been in the band for probably 4 years or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, so we do a lot of those breast cancer awareness shows every year in Scottsdale. Bikers for Boobies, you know.
Nice.
And we do a lot of, and because my lead singer lives and works in Hollywood, he's the construction manager on that TV show, The Mayans.
Okay, yeah.
So it's on FX. It's the spin-off of Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
right?
Nice.
And so because he works on that show, we submit our songs to that show, and they've actually has bought songs from us.
Oh,
and
sweet.
Yeah, so on the Mayans,
have they used them yet?
They have used one, yes. Season 4, episode 8, about 26 minutes in, there's a bar fight going on. So all these guys come running in, bikers with guns, they're shooting everybody. Guys are falling over, you know, pool tables and stuff. And our music's playing in the background.
Excellent. That is
15 seconds of it.
Nice.
They gave us $3,000 for that.
Sweet, dude.
Dude.
Now they got to get your band in the show, like in a bar in the background, right?
Yeah.
That'd be next. I think that'd be
you
next.
never know.
Yeah, you don't.
No,
You never know. But then every time we go to LA and play gigs, though, the amount of gas it costs us to get out there, and then if you want to get a hotel room, then you're spending even more money.
It's not cheap.
You've got to be comfortable, guys, and it costs money to gig, and that's the way it goes.
It costs money to gig, but I'm trying to build as many good memories of playing in a band as I can. I'm 60 years old. I have to get these memories logged in. It's
You're
now or never.
Good for 60,
you know?
bro. I got to tell you, how many times have you guys played the whiskey now?
Probably 10 times or so, I would say, maybe close to a dozen times.
Awesome.
They've all melted together, and
cool.
They've all blurred together.
Let me ask you this, Dane. You play bass in Whiskey Dog. So what?
I'm bass player.
What kind of basses are in the store there? Many basses on the wall.
I could grab something. You want me to just grab something sort of unique?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Okay, hold on.
Absolutely. This is so cool. I didn't know a lot about that. You know. You think you know a guy. No, that's
his
cool.
videos
They're good.
Of those are up there on his channel.
Yeah, I've seen a couple, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so cool. That's awesome that they're using his music too in Sons of Anarchy. It's freaking sweet.
This thing
nice.
is called an Italia.
Oh wow.
And it's a big old. What would you describe this as?
It's like a
NES 335, right?
Like a semi-hollow.
Yeah.
Les Paul-ish 335, you know?
Yeah.
Almost a 335 with a Les Paul.
That kind of thing.
Cool.
Yeah, very hard to find. I can't read.
What's Dan, what's the tone on that bass? Is it kind of voxy?
It is. It's got flat wound strings on it for one thing, so.
Nice.
What year was that made? Approximately. Any idea?
Probably last year.
Okay.
Or 2 years ago.
Is that a shorter scale, or is it normal 34?
No, I think it's a normal 34.
Oh, okay.
But just a very strange thing that got traded in. Guys buy guitars.
It's definitely cool.
Believe it or not, this dude bought a guitar, and his wife is mad at him because he has too many guitars. So what he did is he brought in 3 guitars to take one guitar home.
Okay.
I love his math. That's excellent.
So his wife appreciates that.
Yeah.
Because he got rid of 3 and he only brought 1 home, so she was happy.
Yeah. Let me ask you, Dane. What is your live number 1 bass?
Honestly, I play like P bass kind of basses, but I don't have a. I could take any bass. It doesn't matter to me. I've played the whiskey on a Squire P bass before.
Sure.
I've got a Mexico P bass that's black and it's all beat up, and I set it up and I put new strings on it and I put a new potentiometer in it, and then I took a Jack Daniels sticker, the whole label kind of thing, that's the whole full size, and I stuck that over the front, and I've played that the last couple of shows.
Cool.
Nice.
And I'm $60 plus a pack of strings into the bass that I currently take out and play.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't need some big high dollar bass. For a long time, I was taking a Jackson Dave Ellefson bass out because the band was playing a whole full step down. So we're in D. So the strings were a little heavier, and you could hit that D string, and the strings wouldn't really flopping around. They were tight and everything, tuned all the way down to D. So I played that Jackson bass for a while. But then over time, my guitar player, because of tuning stability issues and stuff, she's like, let's go up a half step. So now our band's in E flat. And so I can take any bass. It doesn't matter to me, really, honestly, what the bass is that I'm playing.
And what are you using for an amp when you play live at the whiskey? Say, what do you use?
Well, at the whiskey, everything is backlined.
Yes.
So at the whiskey, I show up with a bass, my strap, and a cable. And I take the cable and I plug into they have a marked bass on an Ampeg 810. And I just plug into that and I'm done.
Wow.
Super easy. So I help my drummer bring his stuff in.
Hey, Papa Blue.
They also have a house kit at the whiskey, but they recommend you bring your own snare, your own kick pedal, some of your own cymbals.
Michael.
The stuff you're going to wear out.
That's cool. Awesome.
Michael, how you doing, bro? That's awesome.
That is very cool.
Nice.
So I realize we're here to talk about the police, but I want to ask Dane questions, guys. You let me know.
No worries.
I got questions for Dane, can I ask you some more questions, bro? I know you're a guest on the show, but
Sure, yeah.
What got you into a music store? What woman drove you to that music store, bro? I want to know the whole story. I'm kidding. Ladies, don't get mad.
It's not much of a story. You know, I've played guitar since I was 14 or whatever. And I've for 20 years I was a floor covering contractor. So I laid tile. I was on my knees. I was a tile layer. And I had 2 crews, and we worked up in North Scottsdale.
Were you doing a lot of VCT or more like ceramic porcelain?
Ceramic.
Okay, I got you. Bro.
Yeah, travertine, all that stuff. I had 2 crews running, and it was a very stressful physical job. But during that time, I enjoyed hitting the pawn shops and seeing kind of what I could sort of get and for what price. And, you know, I probably always had 10 to 20 guitars that were pawn shop things throughout my life. And then after I was getting to a point where I was transitioning from being a tile layer and trying to find something else to do. So I would go around and I would play gigs 3 or 4 times a week. I would do a gig that would pay maybe $100 a night or something. So for a little while there, I was doing that. And then I was flipping guitars on the side. And then my old man, my dad, who passed away about 3 or 4 years ago, he said, hey, you ought to just open a store. And I thought about that. And no. But then a couple years, went by or this or that. And I kept flipping guitars just for a fun little hustle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I decided, you know what, it's not going to hurt me to make a couple of phone calls. And I called this place where my old store is located at. I called the guy on a Sunday and I said, hey man, I'm thinking about a quaint little guitar shop. And you've got this spot here, and it was full of restaurant equipment, old Sub-Zero refrigerators, old deep fryers, and it's been like it's right here in my neighborhood. I've seen this place forever, never had anybody inside there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it used to be a smoke shop, back in the early 2000s or something. And the old store used to be a skate shop in the 90s.
Cool.
But Lisa PD just was driving by. So I called the number on the sign out in front of the old store, and I told the guy, I'm thinking of a little guitar shop. And he goes, let me talk to the landlord and I'll get back to you. He called me back the next day, and the price he said was so cheap. All I could do was go, okay. And so I got in so dirt cheap on my old store.
Wow.
It gave me years to build up my inventory. Mm-hmm. It gave me years because I started with 40 guitars, and I had about $5,000 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. And because I was able to find a little brick and mortar store, 1,200 square foot, that was dirt cheap.
That is so cool.
It just started growing.
40 guitars is a lot of guitars. That is a lot of guitars. As an inventory to start up and have, it's funny because guitars multiply. They just multiply,
Multiply. And back in the early days, the first year of having my shop, I would take some mornings off and I would drive to the west side of town, and I would try to buy as many that I think I could restring and shine up and, hopefully double my money on some stuff.
Sure.
And so I used to do that. But after about a year or so of being in business, I didn't have to go do that anymore. Every day, guitars were walking in. And
it's like the story of the guy you were just telling about. He came in, brought 3, left with 1. Is that what you said? 3, left with 1? There you go. Exactly. There you go, man. Super cool.
Right on.
So it just sort of naturally grew.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool.
Cool.
And then I think it was Memorial Day of 2017, I was sitting in my store, and I've watched Philip McKnight videos for years, and I used to go in Phil's store before I opened my own store.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I opened my store in summer of 16, and Philip McKnight closed his store, which was 4 miles up the street, in spring of 17. Huh. So for that 8 or 10 months between opening my store and before Philip closed his store, I would go over there and he'd be like, hey man, what's new? How's it going? And I was very hesitant to tell him, oh, well, I opened a used guitar shop 4 miles up the street.
Sure.
I was kind of scared to tell him that.
You say you're about 4 miles away from where his other store was?
Yeah. Nice. And so I didn't know how he would take the whole, having a competitive, to compete with another store right up the street. Wasn't sure. But then he finally, spring of 17, not even a year later, he finally did the video where he said, I'm quitting my store, YouTube. I'm just going to do YouTube from now on. He makes just as much money or close to the same amount of money just doing YouTube. He doesn't have to go into his store. And it allowed his wife to retire because she was running the music academy in his store. So they were giving lessons, and Phil's wife had to pretty much ran all that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it allowed her to retire.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they did that for 12 years. They ran a store for 12 years, and that's a good long time to.
That's a long haul. Yeah, that's a big long haul.
To be doing that, and I'm starting to because I've been doing it for like 6.5, going on 7 years, and I'm starting to question. Okay, how long am I going to do this? it's not like I have retirement money saved up or anything like that. But I'm starting to get to, okay, how long am I going to do this? Am I going to be a Norm at Norman's Rare Guitars and go until the day I die? Because it's not like physical work. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. There's nothing wrong with that, though, Dane.
Yeah,
I could sit here and do that until the day.
Absolutely.
If you enjoy it, man, why stop? You know, really.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And then so I've got so much inventory. I probably have 300 guitars in here.
Nice.
And I'm starting to get the idea of what am I going to do with all this shit that I've got now if I decide that I don't want to do this anymore.
Well,
yeah, you've pretty much committed.
I am committed.
You know, you said how many?
I need to be committed, but yes,
did you
I'm
say
committed.
400 guitars?
About 300, I think.
300 guitars. Yeah, that's a commitment, bro. That's a commitment, bro. You're in. You're all in, man.
Yeah.
You say you're 60 years old now? You look good for 60, bro. I'm 60. I think you look better than I do for 60, bro. Although I used to rock the surf hair, bro. I just don't do it anymore.
I need to see Charles with long hair. That's what I need. I need those pictures somewhere. They got to be circling around, man. I'll show you the ones when I had my mullet, so we all had it.
We can go there.
Dane still has it. I don't, I hardly have hair anymore. So.
You guys all see my videos. If I bend over and show you the top of my head, I'm super thin up there.
That's right. You still got it, bro.
You still got it, brother. You still got it.
Don't take your hat off, too.
No.
You'll blind us.
I know.
Okay, let me set this thing back.
Excellent.
Absolutely will.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
I'm gonna grab some more tea.
Grab some tea.
I'm gonna grab some more tea. While
start
Dane's
talking
gone.
about police. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start talking about trivia too.
Yeah, man.
Anybody want to play? Hop on in.
Yeah, start thinking about it, guys.
I've got a police story. If you guys want to start going into the direction of the police,
absolutely.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
when I was a very young kid, the first album came out. What year was that first album?
78.
They started in
79.
78's when their first album actually hit.
Okay.
I went into a store that was sort of a Kmart style of store in the little town of Newark, Ohio, where I was growing up. And I don't know how old I was at the time, but I saw that very first Police album, and I went over to and it was priced at $4.99 or $5.49 or something like that. Okay. I went over and I found another record that had a little round sticker on it that said sale price $3.47 or something. So I went to that other album and I carefully peeled that little $3.49, and I peeled it off of there. And I stuck it on that very first Police album, walked up to the register, and they're like, okay, that'll be $3 and,
Before barcodes, nice.
Before barcodes, yeah.
Wow, that's
just
awesome.
to save $2 on it or
hey,
whatever.
Why not? You know what?
You're a 14-year-old kid or however old I was.
Hell yeah.
Good old record bar.
First album, my favorite Police song is Can't Stand Losing You. That was just too cool,
song.
Man.
Great
Way
song.
too cool. Everybody likes Roxanne.
Roxanne's not my favorite one either, though. I like Don't Stand So Close to Me. That's cool. Don't Stand.
Yeah.
Don't Stand So.
They were so good. The first album.
Excellent.
The first two albums are front and side. Put the needle down. Let it play all the way through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then my second little Police story that I have is probably in 1981. I went to the Arizona State Fair, and the Police were playing down at the fairgrounds in Phoenix. You got the Coliseum where the Phoenix Suns played, and then we also had the Arizona State Fair. So it cost $3 to get into the Arizona State Fair. And then you could walk right into the Coliseum and see the live bands that they had. So for $3, I saw the Police at the Arizona State Fair.
That's
nice.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And they only had their first two albums out. So they were big enough to do fair, like the fairground circuit.
Yeah, the fair
but they weren't headlining. they were still doing a $3 concert, you know?
Well, they had, by that time, they had Message in a Bottle and Walking on the Moon. They would have had that song. I think their first 2 albums are some of their best music.
Oh, they're great.
I said it. I said
So
it.
Lonely. So Lonely's awesome too. Yeah. They're freaking fantastic, man.
Well, they
all hold up.
They got pushed into like the new wave thing in Hollywood is how I remembered it. And the thing about the Police is they're kind of a blend of, there's reggae in the Police.
There's a lot of reggae
in the Police. There's jazz.
Yeah.
Copeland, my God, man.
Stuart Copeland loves the jazz and the reggae.
Scale, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I believe, I may be wrong on this, but I think I heard they have sold over 75 million albums worldwide, and they are one of the top selling artists in history.
That's crazy. Yeah, over 75 mil.
And every accolade you can give a band, they've got it.
Yep.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Great guitar riffs, great songwriting, great lead vocal, high energy drums, very charismatic, everything about him.
Andy Summers' guitar work is not easy.
No, it's very hard.
He's very accomplished, incredibly accomplished, and he's hard to imitate.
Yeah, you hear a lot of people say that when they try to cover their tunes. They're like, "Man, the Andy Sumner part's impossible."
I can't do
it. So guys, let's before I get some tea, we have a couple special guests in the green room.
Oh, they're all piling in, huh?
They are filing in.
That's how we roll.
Did you bring friends, Dane? Did you bring friends in with you?
Do I? No, not
Did you bring any friends in with you? You let the door open. You left the door open, Dane. That's what you did. All right, that's okay.
But so the thing is, I learned this afternoon that our very own lovely Holly Lewis is going to see Josh Jones tonight.
Oh, nice.
And is with Josh.
Really?
Right now.
Come on.
Excellent.
Are you kidding?
I would be willing to bet, but I'm gonna bring him in.
Come on.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. All right.
Wow.
There we go.
Look at this.
Look at you,
There's Holly and Josh. What's up?
What is happening?
Can you hear us?
You guys are awesome.
Yes.
How are you?
We hear you fine.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I can hear you guys.
Nice.
Right on, dude.
Gosh.
Look at
Hey,
that.
y'all, I'm here at Lenny's on assignment
Oh, there you go.
with the one and only Joshua Jones.
That's
He's getting ready to
fantastic.
play. I didn't want to keep him too long.
You guys rock. You guys rock. Have a great show, Joshua.
Thank you.
Kick some ass, brother.
Thank you.
Excited
Giving
to
him
hear
all-
him play. I'm giving him a Tinker mug.
Giving them all the
Thank you,
swag.
Mom.
Nice.
Excellent.
Right on.
Awesome, dude.
So, anyway, I don't want to hold him up. We just wanted to say hi. And,
Yeah,
I don't
nice to see you guys. Josh,
That's
good to
awesome.
see you, dude.
Be well, guys.
Kick ass, Josh.
So I
Rock on,
don't
dude.
know if I'll try and get some video for you guys and photos, okay?
Please,
Sounds
Holly,
good.
please.
Sounds
Have
great.
fun.
All right.
Have a great show.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. See you
Love
later.
you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Come on, man.
Nice.
Where's he
Oh,
playing
All
at?
right.
Well, I don't know where she lives. Is she
Oklahoma.
is
It's
she
somewhere in
living-
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Is she? Okay.
Tulsa.
All right.
Yeah.
No, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah.
He's a kick-ass guitarist, man. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That dude shreds.
Yeah.
Nice kid too, because you've had him on Halenville before.
What a
So-
compliment.
What were we saying? That this is supposed to be the last show for what now? of his?
There's a YouTube video that he just posted of the last practice session he did with his band he's playing with tonight. The song was Cowboys from Hell. That's what they finished their practice session with. It's on YouTube right now. You should check it out. It's absolutely killer. And this is their last show, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the details. So I don't know exactly what Joshua's doing now.
Well, Holly had mentioned something about a last something. I don't know if it was at that venue or what. But.
And I may not have all the facts. In fact, I'm sure I don't have all the facts right. So just, I want to know too. I'm
sure we'll find out in the future. We'll
and they may pop in again before it's all done. Hey, Tommy.
Cool. Tommy, what's going on, Tommy?
That's great.
Love you, bro.
Tommy boy. What's up, buddy?
What's up, bro?
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. That was very cool.
Yeah,
so
that was unexpected, but awesome at the same time. Josh and Holly Lewis, she said the name of the place, but we'll get more and video too.
Cool.
And I'm sure he'll have it up on his YouTube channel, Josh Jones. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so
that's cool.
Where were we?
Somewhere.
The police. Yeah, you saw the police in '81, Dane, at the fair.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then they had those. Any of you guys got the police box set that they put out 15 years ago or 20 years ago?
I don't.
Oh, that's got a lot of B-sides on there. And one of my favorite songs off of some of those B-sides is they got a song called The Bed's Too Big Without You. The bed's too big without you. The bed's too big without you. And then it's some little, it's kind of a reggae kind of thing.
Yeah.
Really nice. Yeah.
Cool.
But they do. Even the song Roxanne, what is super unique about it is it starts off as a reggae song, a bumble, however it is. I'm humming around. But then when the chorus turns around, it kicks into standard 4/4 time rock and roll. Roxanne 2 3 4
Right.
rock 2 3
Yeah.
Roxanne 2 3 4 1 2 3 Roxanne.
But most of the police songs
is so smooth.
Most of those police songs are that opposite backbeat of that rock beat, very reggae.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's a basic rule in music where the bass player, you watch the kick drum. I watch my drummer, and when he goes boop boop, I'll go boop boop. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to hit a note on every kick drum beat that he throws down. Sting never thought about that. The drumming part, it all works together, but he doesn't have that rule to play his bass notes on every kick drum beat, and that's a basic rule that I'll sit and we'll be writing a song with my drummer and I'll look at his foot. And if I see him go boom, 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 then I'll go boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? But Sting never worried about that.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. No.
Hey, Lenny, Lou, and Mary. It's good to see you guys. Love you.
There they are. Hey, guys. Right on. Yeah, I think the police kind of got sucked into that 80s MTV and their subsequent albums. The debut was great. Even Ghost in the Machine but once the 80s and the MTV machine really got a hold of
and all that.
Everybody, it kind of sucked it into another kind of thing, which it started off really, really cool. It did.
All the video driven era,
Right.
And then there's some talk about his guitar tone where, it was coming together, and they were kind of a punk band when they first started. But he got a Echoplex. And he would put 2 amps on stage, and then he started recording with an Echoplex with 2 amplifiers, and that filled in all those gaps in their music.
Because they're just a 3-piece power trio, essentially.
Yeah, and it thickened up that guitar part.
Yeah.
One time I was with my mom, and we were sitting in her car or my car. I don't remember, but I was with my mom, and we were listening to the Police, and I was trying to drop some knowledge on my mom. She's 86 years old now. You know, she's still with me and everything. But we were listening to Walking on the Moon. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, Walking on the Moon. And she didn't really get it. But then there's a hi-hat part. I'm like, Mom, right here. Listen to the hi-hat, how he's going. You know, and he has dynamics on his hi-hat during that song where he'll hit it, but then quietly come off of it. And she's like, oh, I do hear that. And so there's always the little nuances that Stuart used in his drumming. And he would also sometimes, some of their records, they would put a delay on the snare hit or on the hi-hat or something. So you would hear a through everything. So they were creative in the, I don't know who their producer was or who engineered that stuff. But
he was flat out a great drummer, though.
He really was. You could listen to his drums, right? You could set his drums up right in the center of the room and not put mics, not put reverb on the snare, not put any of those gadgets on, and just listen to him play, and it was outstanding. And then once you started adding, in the 80s, of course, everything was overproduced. You wanted to add flange to certain things and phase and, you know, of course, echo and delay and reverb. But yeah, he was a great drummer. It would have been fun to mic that drum kit up in 1981 and see what you could have got out of that, you know? That would have been fun.
Yeah. Very cool, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they didn't get along, but they were probably just the victim of their environment at the time. I mean,
well, they were a 4-piece for a little while, you know, and then Andy Summers said, I guess he gave him an ultimatum, said, I want to continue to be a 3-piece, because they were a 3-piece. Then Andy joined, and they were a 4-piece for a while. He's like, look, if I want to stay here, we got to be a 3-piece again, you know?
Yeah.
But, it is what it is.
Great timing, though, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the other guy, Henry Padovani, was the other guitarist. And he's like, hey, Henry's got to go. Okay.
Well, not just when they came out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had the timing right. Because we've talked about this before on the show. Sometimes the timing's not right. You can be an awesome band, and if there's too many saturated,
at the tail end of the
they got
movement or era.
You're right. You're right. They came out right at the right time.
They had great timing though, but they did kind of get nailed into all that MTV stuff, and
they did.
You know, but it sure made them a lot of dough.
It helped them. Absolutely.
Plus, it doesn't hurt that Stuart Copeland's brother was in the music business, and all they had to do was take a demo of Roxanne and give it to him. Yeah, and they had a dozen people say, "Let's make the album."
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
But there is a story that I remember where Stuart Copeland's brother, I don't know his name, but he was the one that basically tried to sign their deal or sign them to a deal. They recorded the first album but their record company refused to throw money into promoting that first album. So instead, they had to go tour with no money. And their big break was when they got on the road and opened for the Go-Go's. Because the Go-Go's put them in front of 10,000 people a night or something for a whole summer tour. And that's where they finally took off. And everybody in the audience was like, holy crap, the Go-Go's are one thing, but did you hear that opening band, The Police?
Yeah.
You know, so when you match them up with and that's what pretty much started to actually have them make some money. And there was a story about that. I vaguely recall that. That's sort of how it was. Their record company did not put any promotional ads out or anything telling anybody about this brand new band called The Police, but they were lucky enough to get on the Go-Go's tour.
So many bands get their break that way.
The first time that I've seen the Go-Go's a couple of times, but the first time I saw either one of them was the 82 Ghost in the Machine tour. The Go-Go's opened for the Police.
Wow.
And that was the Ghost in the Machine tour.
I mean, that was wasn't that their biggest tour in 82?
82, yeah. I think the biggest one was 84.
Yeah.
Synchronicity, but
would have been their biggest. You're right.
But I've got pictures in there. I've tried to find them for the show of the Go-Go's that I took myself. I didn't take any of the Police for some reason, but took a bunch of the Go-Go's. I can't find them in there, but this was in Greensboro, and the thing I remember about the Police is Sting walked on stage, and he had no shirt on and eating a sandwich.
Flipping rock stars. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, the guys in the chat know what I'm talking about as far as Miles Copeland, BC Rich.
Yeah, he's got his older brother Miles founded IRS Records, right?
Yeah.
And then,
hey, Symmetry, what's up, dude?
Hey, Sim.
Symmetry, what's going on, brother?
His and he was the manager, right? Miles was the manager for quite a while, and then his other brother was a booking agent. His other brother passed away, Ian. But yeah, Miles, I think, was the one you were talking about, Dane.
Right.
But I didn't know, and I didn't know his dad was in the CIA. You know, so Stuart Copeland's dad
really
was an officer in the CIA. Yep.
Did not know that.
So, and he lived in Beirut for a while. Oh, he's got a pretty cool past if you think about it. You know, went to boarding school in England, and then came over here and went to Berkeley. You know, University of California, Berkeley, and it's pretty cool though. But his parents were, I don't know if both of his parents were, but his dad definitely was CIA officer Michael Copeland Jr. Yeah,
nice, man.
Miles Copeland. Yep.
So the red cup's getting empty there. You know what that means?
You gotta go
You
fill
know what
it
that
up.
means? You know what that means?
We'll do trivia when you come back.
Trivia time.
No, I'm gonna get some tea as I step away.
There you go.
All right, kids. So
I think Zane's playing along.
there you go. Play it, Zane.
What do you got there, bro? What are we looking at here?
This is a Squire P bass.
Nice.
But this is sort of it's a 1950s tribute kind of a thing, right? A classic vibe.
Yeah.
And so Sting has the old actual American-made 50s version, or maybe it's a 60s version of this bass. So no pick guard. And if you remember Sting's, it is super relic. Every inch of it, there's no finish left on it anymore. Mm-hmm. But it's basically in this style.
That's cool.
Yeah,
you know, where
that's excellent.
It's got the little grip right here, so you can cut because back in the days, guys back in the day, they thought that they would need this little hold bar because they played with their thumb. Mm-hmm. And you see Sting actually doing that. He'll play with his thumb sometimes.
Do you play with a pick, or are you finger bass guy?
I play with a pick.
Do you? Okay.
Very cool. Nice bass, Dane.
Yeah,
Squire makes some good stuff nowadays. They're putting out some really good quality stuff. I think they stepped it up.
Who's playing? Who's playing?
Oh, I don't know.
Who wants to play? Who's playing trivia?
I don't think anybody.
You want to play? Let us know in the chat. I'm going to send someone a link. Let us know who wants to play trivia. If you hadn't played, this is going to be fun. We'll bring you in the stream. You're playing for a Billy Gibbons pick tonight. So, who wants to play?
One of your questions isn't about Sting, is it, Charles?
No.
Because I don't want to. Okay. Because that they.
This is all 80s.
All right.
Rock trivia.
I was wondering where he came up with the name, but it was because he used to wear black and yellow sweaters all the time. So I did not know that.
All right. So who wants to play trivia tonight?
I don't see anybody jumping in. Come on, man. Who wants to play?
Who wants to play? Hey, maybe we should play me against Dane.
Oh, dude, I'm all in.
Oh, there you go.
I think all in.
I think that's perfect.
We'll do that tonight since we got
lost out. If anybody in the chat wants to play, let us know. But that's sounding pretty good right there.
It's set now.
All right, so this is what.
So we're gonna have to figure out how to do this because I don't have Dane's number, so we can't text him. Because you got to step away and turn your stuff off.
I'll give you my number. It doesn't matter.
No. Dane's going first. I'm stepping away.
Oh, all right, Dane. No, you go first. Never mind.
No. It doesn't matter. Anybody can call me.
You go first, and then Tony will step away.
First,
so then we're good.
It's all good.
All right. So, Dane, I'm gonna step away, and
got it.
Charles is going to ask you 10 questions about rock and roll trivia, and I'm going to take my phone with me, and Brendan is going to text me after you're done, and I'll come back, and I'll be asked the same questions.
So are these 10 questions about the police or just standard?
I have no idea.
No, they are not about the police.
Sort of
they are not.
General rock questions.
General rock.
You're going to text them to me.
No, I'm going to ask him.
Oh, no, he's going to ask you and you're going to answer.
He's going to ask you to answer.
And you'll have 10 seconds on each question in order to.
And then when you're
10 seconds on each question, you can think to answer these questions.
And then when you're done, we'll call T-Cake back in and he'll answer the same ones. And if you beat him.
These are not hard questions, but I'm predicting a very average scoring game.
All right.
I don't expect either of you guys to just
have a
knock
lot
it
of
out of
faith
the park.
in me that I know this stuff at very average.
And don't feel bad if you don't, because sometimes you get locked up and you're like, I know this, but you can't think of it. So it's no big deal.
You got 10 seconds per question.
I'm hoping for a tiebreaker, you guys.
Yeah, man.
I got an epic tiebreaker, so we'll
hope.
hope. We'll
All right, T, go get some tea.
I would love to have a Billy Gibbons pick.
Excellent.
Well, if you beat me, I'm going to be mailing you one, and I'll show it to you with the other new stuff after we cut the other camera on later. But I'm going to mute, and I'm going to step away. Brendan, shoot me a message when you're ready for me to come back.
Yep, you got it.
Got it.
You got it. He gone.
You guys know he's just going to go watch over in his living room.
Nah, he doesn't do that.
He doesn't do
that. He'd still forget. So. All right, Charles, hit it, man.
All right. Can you hear me, Dane?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You have 10 seconds per question. Take your time. You can take a moment to think about the question. I want you to just simply answer it. I'm going to ask you 10 of them, and Brendan is going to keep score. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Question number 1. What year was Appetite for Destruction released?
1987.
Correct. What 80s Metallica album featured Fade to Black?
That would be Ride the Lightning.
Correct.
Okay.
Who was the drummer on the 1985 AC/DC album Fly on the Wall?
That was the dude, the bald-headed dude from. I forget that. I don't know.
You can pass.
Can I phone a friend? I'm going to pass.
You can pass.
You can pass.
All right. Question 4. What rock band did Joey Kramer play drums for?
Joey Kramer, Aerosmith?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Drums? I thought he was a guitar player.
No. He was a drummer.
No.
Joey Kramer. Okay, you're right. My bad.
Okay. Question number 5. The debut studio album from Bon Jovi was released in what year?
I'm going to say that would have been 1980. She's a Little Runaway. 1986.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Question number 6.
It was before that. I should have known.
Okay.
What year was Kiss Unmasked?
Ooh. Kiss Unmasked was 1980.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Final answer.
Oh, this is awesome. Question number 7.
Okay.
Tough,
the power ballad Love Song. It's from what band?
Tesla.
Yeah.
Correct. Question number 8. What city did Cinderella come from?
Philly.
Correct.
Yes.
Question number 9.
Okay.
What band is Frankie Banelli most famous for drumming for?
Quiet fucking Riot.
Correct.
Okay. Sorry about the F word
and
there.
Question number 10.
Good.
What was the name of the 1989 Red Hot Chili Peppers album?
Ooh.
1989. I'm going to say it was that Love, Sugar, Sex Magnet. Magic.
Incorrect. But I love your answer, bro.
That's fucking
I want to give
great.
you like half a point just for the answer.
That is great.
Incorrect.
All right.
How many did he get, Brendan?
He got 1, 2, 3. He got 6. Good job, man.
6, bro.
And I knew that Bon Jovi was probably 80.
Probably 85 or 84,
No,
85.
No.
Well, it had to have been earlier than that, maybe 83, because Slippery Young Wet was 86, and it was before that. So
84.
84, okay.
All
right, Tony's coming back.
We'll go through all the answers after Tony plays.
I just texted him. You did good.
You did really
better,
good.
You did better than I would have done, Dane. I'm not good with years. Man. I'm not good with years like that. But yeah, T's got his work cut out for him. Those are good. Those are good questions, Charles. Very good.
Excellent, bro. Excellent.
I could have named one of my favorite Bon Jovi songs off of that record is that one. You don't know, you can't see.
All right, T, you got to beat the numbers. The number is 6. He's back.
Can you hear me, T-Cake?
You're muted, buddy.
I can hear you. So what's the number to beat?
You got to beat 6.
6.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Okay.
You ready, big dog?
You got to be thinking. Got to be thinking. Here we go.
Question number 1. Coming at you live, baby. What year was Appetite for Destruction released?
1987.
Correct. What 80s Metallica album featured Fade to Black?
And Justice for All.
Oh, I can feel that guitar pick coming my way right now.
Okay. All right.
Who was the drummer on the 1985 AC/DC album Fly on the Wall?
The drummer on the 85.
AC/DC album Fly on the Wall.
Chris Slade.
Incorrect. Number 4. What rock band did Joey Kramer play drums for?
Aerosmith.
Correct. The debut, question number 5. The debut studio album from Bon Jovi was released in what year?
1984.
Correct. What year was, question number 6, what year was Kiss Unmasked?
Hmm. 1980.
Incorrect. The power ballad Love Song is from what band?
What was the question again?
The power ballad Love Song is from what band?
Tesla.
Correct. What city does Cinderella come from?
Philadelphia.
Oh,
yes,
man.
correct.
Pulled that one out.
Name what band did Frank Vanelli drum for?
Quiet Riot.
Correct. And number 10. What was the name of the 1989 Red Hot Chili Peppers album? 89.
No clue.
So
did he
it's a
pass
tie.
on me?
It's a tie.
No way.
It's a tie.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, playoffs.
Yes.
Come on, playoff question.
Do you want to tell the answers first, or you want to do the?
Yeah, let's hang on a second. Let's
whatever you want to do, Tony.
So, what have you got prepared, Charles?
It's going to be a photo of a rock star at a young age. You're going to have to tell me who that rock star is.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, like it.
Okay, so let me.
I think I'm having more fun than you guys right now. This is
hang
cool.
on.
I wanted a tiebreaker so bad.
Oh, so so he's ready for a tiebreaker, Dane. I didn't realize.
He was hoping for one.
We've ended games in ties here in the past with no tiebreaker available.
If you guys get this, and we'll do the same thing. And Brendan, tell me how you want to do this. I think we should do it where Tony takes off again. Or do you want me to just show it to them both, and whoever can name it? We did this once before, didn't we?
Yeah, I think
whoever shouts it out first.
I think you could show it first. Just put your hand up if you know it, and we'll
We'll
do that. You know?
Very cool. Very cool. Okay, give me a second here. Yeah.
Hang on. Don't show it yet. Don't show it yet.
I can't believe we're actually doing this.
Dane put his hand up.
Don't show it yet. Hey, hang on a sec. Yeah.
What's the matter, T?
I want to see a shot of Sad Ace.
Sad Ace.
That's what from the Halloween
Yeah,
show.
I need my
Sad
makeup.
Ace.
I'll need my makeup person
Dane's
for that
custom,
one.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so Charles is going to show us.
Guys,
so you
hang on a second. Let me bring you up. Brendan, you decide who the winner is.
now this is a bona fide rock star. This is not like the bass player of some sub band.
Hey T, I need to see you guys so I can see whose hand goes up first.
So we just have to shout out an answer.
We'll just shout it.
All right, just shout it out.
You decide who the winner is.
Yeah.
You ready? All right, I'm going to get the angle just right, guys. Can you
Alice
see that?
Cooper.
Yeah, Dane's got it. That was an easy one. Dane's got it, Charles. Alice Cooper.
Sucker. Excellent, Dane. Excellent.
Good job, Dane.
Hang on.
Nice job.
I'm from Phoenix. I know that guy.
I know. You have to say his real name. No, I'm kidding. No. So it is Alice Cooper. So Charles,
show it
once
again,
you
Charles.
show it again, and then run through the answers to the other questions. If you can find it.
Okay.
There we go. There you go.
There's the photo.
Yeah.
Dane, you got that one, bro.
Nice. Nicely done, Zane.
No, there you go, man.
I keep calling
I
him
didn't
Zane.
even get a good look
Dane.
at it.
That happens.
But no, Alice Cooper did not pop in my mind to start with.
You know what that means, Dane? You're getting a Billy Gibbons pick.
Yeah, dude.
And some other
I'm
ones.
going to show you. Yeah.
Rock
so,
on.
dude.
So, Charles, go through the other answers.
Nice, man. That's a great pick, Dane.
That is cool.
Nice.
That is cool.
The first question was, what year was Appetite for Destruction released?
And you both got it right.
87. You guys got that right?
Both got it right.
What 80s Metallica album featured Fade to Black? For question 2.
Dane got that one.
Lightning, right?
Yep, Dane got that. Was
I
Ride
had
the Lightning.
guess. I knew it was that or the first album. That was a guess on my part.
Good guess.
Okay.
Who was the drummer on the 1985 AC/DC album Fly on the Wall?
Okay.
Now Dane was like right on the cusp of the whole deal.
Nobody got it, but yeah.
So what?
I knew it was that bald-headed guy that used to be with.
That's Chris Slade.
Well,
that's who I said.
Simon Wright is the drummer who was on Fly on the Wall.
Okay.
Okay.
No clue.
I figure somebody would say Phil Rudd or something like that, but
yeah, that's what I thought.
What rock band did Joey Kramer play drums for? Joey Kramer, drummer for Aerosmith.
Yeah, both
you guys,
got that. Both nailed that one. Yep.
Hey, Leo.
Leo, what's going on, bro?
Right.
The debut studio album from Bon Jovi was released in what year?
1984.
84.
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. Got that right.
Yep. And question 6 was, what year was Kiss Unmasked? That was 1981.
83? I thought it was 81. Wow.
83.
What'd you say, Dane?
You both said
I thought
80.
It was 1980. What year was Lick It Up then?
Lick It Up is 84.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like the year
I thought it was
after
80
they
also.
took
I
the
thought it was
makeup
81.
off. Yeah, I mean,
I believe I'm right. We'll find out.
You are. I'm
double
sure.
check. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
With it.
All right. What was the next one?
Number 7 is the Power Ballad Love Song from Tesla. You both got.
Both got that. Yeah.
Number 8 was What City Did Cinderella Come From?
Both got
Philly.
that.
You both got that.
Yeah.
Frankie Benelli, drum for what band?
Yeah. Both got that.
Quiet Riot.
But Dane's answer for this last question was the best.
That was really good, man.
Death Magnet.
It was a Love Sugar Death Magnet.
So we're going to get a clarification on one question.
Okay.
About Unmasked.
Yeah, I get that.
Somebody saying that it was 1980.
Well, even though it's still a tie.
It's still a tie.
Even if it was.
Right.
Because they both said 80.
If I'm wrong, I have another tiebreaker if we want to go that way.
Well, you don't, because you don't need to.
That's true.
They both said 80. So,
and on number 10, what was the name of the 89 Red Hot Chili Peppers album? Mother's Milk.
I still like. I know you were going for.
What'd you say, Dane?
Well, he was going for blood sugar
sex magnet or something.
You said Love Sugar Death Magnet. I'm gonna call that album that from now on. That's fantastic. But yeah, Mother's Milk. Mother's Milk was the name.
That's cool.
Awesome. Great questions. Really great.
Yeah,
questions.
Charles, right on, dude.
Good job, man.
Hey, I want to know if I got the Kiss question wrong. If I did, I apologize.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I'm right though, but I could be wrong. It's possible.
It's all good.
Somebody
guys.
Check that.
Dane, you rock,
yeah,
dude. You absolutely rock, man.
So normally, Dane, our trivia winners and players, there's an email address down below in the description that has an address that I can send this guitar pick to, but I think I might already have your address.
No, but we have a thing though, Dane, that we don't ship stuff, so you're gonna have to come pick it up. I'm kidding. It's a little callback. Nah, that's all.
Nice.
Ching.
Nice.
But so what I'm talking about here is a little unboxing action.
You got some new stuff too. You got a whole bunch of stuff to show.
Yeah.
Still.
I want to show this
what you got
now because Dane is the winner of of trivia. Let me
highlight yourself.
All right. So, you want to see something cool?
Yes.
I'm going to show you something cool. So, it's a shirt.
Uh-huh.
It's a black shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
That's some serious gourmet shit.
That's the stuff right there.
Look at that.
So, I think with... I think I've got your address, Dane.
Yes, sir.
That I can ship this guitar pick. Yeah, man.
Oh, awesome.
I will ship it to Guadalupe Street. I certainly will, man.
Sweet number E1, which is not on there. So it'll still get to me.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Nice, man. Thanks.
Cool.
Yeah, dude.
Good job, Dane.
Great, bro.
Check it.
You did awesome. Nice.
Awesome.
We love
guys. If you want your own Zimm's Guitars T-shirt, there's a link in the description of all my videos where you can get a Zimm's T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I assume that all of you and all of us are subscribed to Dane. I know we've all been to him forever and ever and ever. So I just naturally look at the chat and assume that all of you guys are subbed like I'm and Brendan Charles to Dane. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of familiar names in the chat. That is for sure.
Thank you. That is awesome. Right on.
Cool. Good job.
There is a story about this logo.
It's not you.
It's not the greatest story, but there used to be a guitar shop in Scottsdale called the Guitar Shop. And it went out of business about 20-some years ago. And I knew some of the dudes when I was in my 20s or whatever. I knew some of the dudes that used to work up there. And it was a cool store, and it was probably went out of business in the late 80s or maybe early 90s. Mm-hmm. But this logo, I pretty much stole this logo from them. Flat out. I stole it. So I remembered this logo thinking that it was really cool, right? And then one day, through trade-ins, a bass guitar came in, and it was in a gig bag, and it had the old Guitar Shop logo, which was very, very close to this. And at the time, I was like, man, I need a logo. And I looked at this Guitar Shop, and so up here where it says Zimm's, right here, it used to say the Guitar Shop right here. And then it had a different address. And then, so what I did with my son's help, my son actually did this. We took that logo and we filled in the guy's t-shirt. We put shoes on the guy. We put long hair on the guy. And then we put Zimm's Guitars right here. And we put our address on it and my phone number. So we changed it all up. And so far, knock on wood, I've had that logo for a few years. But there was never any sort of copyright or registered trademark or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I'll be straight up with you guys. I basically stole that logo from an old guitar shop, and I revamped it.
Cool. I just put your YouTube channel link in the description or in the chat. So if anybody is not subscribed, please do so.
And we'll amend the show. We spun this as a surprise guest, but we'll amend the description after.
Your links will go in there.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you guys for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That was
I forgot. I forgot I had to do some of Sandra's work because she usually does all that stuff. But pick up the slack. I'm dropping the ball.
There's a site that you can go on called Social Blade.
Mm-hmm.
And have any of you guys ever been on that site?
No.
What Social Blade does is you can search any YouTuber that you know.
Oh,
and
nice.
you can almost sort of look at their version of that channel's analytics. So
That's
you
cool.
could go on and you could go on Social Blade and you can search Zimm's guitars or whatever YouTuber you want, Philip McKnight or whoever. It's actually called Social Blade. And you can see how the Tone King's doing. Tone King has 2,000. It has how many uploads they've had. It has what year the channel has started. It's got some weird rating, like a B- or a C+ or something. And it's got how many views they average every day. It has how many new subscribers the channel gets every day. And then it has a little button that you can hit and it'll say future projections. And it's just a little line that's like an airplane taking off. It slowly just does this, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
right.
And so you can scroll down and go to, okay, in 2 years from now, my airplane of subscribers is slowly taking off. And so in a couple of years, in like 2 years, I'll hit 10 or 12,000 subscribers. In 5 years, okay, this site, which blows my mind, this site has my channel at over 200,000 subscribers in 5 years from now.
Wow.
Which I seem, okay, that's very unrealistic. But on average, I'm getting about 8 new subscribers a day. Nice. Doing all those restring videos. Mm-hmm. And the way this site looks at that, again, it's like an airplane taking off. And once you keep going, then it keeps, if you keep making all that content,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm blown away by that because I feel like already super honored that I have 7,000 people that would watch that.
Don't put my name in there. Subs. I just put my name in there as a goof. And because I haven't posted in forever, and I have 18 uploads or 16 uploads.
Yeah,
I have
it's
1,000 video, but it says this profile does not have enough data points to provide a future trend. So that's so funny. I mean, I definitely don't post enough, and I'm not.
It's a fun site. You can.
That's cool though, Dane. I didn't.
You can look at if you want to see how the Tone King is doing, or Steve from Boston, or
Halenville Live or Show Me
or anybody you want to search, any YouTuber, even PewDiePie or any of that kind of the gamers. You can look all the Ryan's Toy Review. That channel makes like $3 million a month or something.
Is that from that kid? Is that from like a little 8-year-old kid?
Yeah, and they do toys.
That's insane. 8-year-old kids making $3 million a month.
Because moms just put that on to entertain their children. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's future thinking parents,
man.
They
don't videos.
That is. Though.
So you can look up any, and it's called Social Blade.
Yeah, I just went on it. It's very cool. It's very informative.
Blade. It's kind of fun.
Very informative.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
But I don't have enough subscribers. I don't have enough data. This subscriber sucks. Don't look at his channel. It's all good.
Yeah, Dane will go live. You'll go live too sometimes. It's in the afternoon here on the East Coast. Seems like, Dane.
You do sometimes. If I do live, it's because I'm sitting in my store and it's probably either a Wednesday afternoon or a Thursday afternoon. And I really don't feel like doing anything, but so I'll spontaneously go live and sit here, and then customers will walk in, and I'm like, just come and just ignore me, like I'm talking into my computer, and so.
Yeah.
And so.
That's cool, though.
That sometimes.
Excellent.
And I did have Robert's Guitar Dungeon on about 2 months ago. I reached out to Robert through Facebook and said, hey, come on my channel. And he's like,
Robert.
Okay, what the hell?
Yeah. Cool.
Excellent.
And the Johnny Bean thing, I will still go on Johnny Bean if he asks me. We're still friends. I saw him at the NAMM show. That one night where he just got mad at Mancuda. Because Mancuda is just telling penis jokes all day long. And after a while, it starts to wear on you, right? And so but me and John Mancuda are still buddies, and me and we're all still friends. And but I think John is Mancuda is going to start his own channel, and he's going to do something live, most likely here in another month or so.
Oh, cool.
But he's very I don't want to say too much because then he'll be like, "What the hell are you talking?" But he's not real good on his computer, and he'll admit it.
Yeah, we know that.
So for him to start a channel, and then he wants the production value of it, like Tony.
Jason Newstead and now Dane.
Yeah, you got to have an intro. He wants an intro. He wants to put pictures of, Crosby, not Robin Crosby, but the old Crosby, Stills and Nash.
David Crosby.
He wants to take over where Johnny left off, but there's technical stuff involved behind your computer.
He'll have to find he'll have to find a good producer.
Yeah, but he wants to do it himself.
All right.
So it's going to happen.
That's cool. We love John. We have John on every now and then.
Yeah, we've had John on several times.
And then the new Under the Bus channel, with Jay and everybody. It's fun, but so far I've asked them to let me come on, and so far they've ghosted me. Okay. But eventually I think I'll come on there. After a while they'll break down and say, "All right, Zimm, come on, you can come on this show."
It's nice to see Jay back on.
Yeah.
It really is, and he's worked very hard on the production. It's not, when I live stream, I have no intro slate. I have no, all I can do is highlight the questions and bring it down on the bottom. I don't have no banner running across. Yeah. I can't bring in YouTube videos or stuff. I just don't. I haven't sat here and shared my screen. I haven't learned how to do that stuff yet.
Yeah,
he's very good with that stuff, though. But.
And to put on a good show, you have to do some of that kind of stuff. And Tony, you're doing a great job at it, and Jay Hanna is doing a really good job at that. And Johnny Bean does a great job at that.
We met you over at Johnny's, and it's like we've known you for years and years, but we've never had you on. So I was like, we got to get Dane on. Absolutely.
Somehow there is even a way to put your live stream link in the chat, and so if anybody is in the chat that wants to join in, they can do that.
Yeah, we've done that before.
Have you done that?
Yeah. Pop the link in and say, hey,
one day, Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum did that one day, and I went on his channel because I saw he was live streaming, and he's like, if you want to come in,
he's great. I love
the
him.
Link, and I clicked on it, and it took me in there.
He's got a good channel too. I like his channel. I bought some pedals with his recommendations, and they're really good. So
we'll do that probably at the end of tonight. I mentioned this to one of you earlier. We'll probably put a link right before we click the end stream button, and we can house 10 if you want to pop in and have a drink, say hello.
Oh yes, because you keep your pants on. Yeah. Just keep your pants on.
But yeah, we'll probably do that tonight. We do have our and we're going to have one soon too, another backstage bash.
Those are
now
fun.
That the weather's turning cool, so we got stuff up our sleeve as far as that goes. But later on we'll open up the green room, and
Yep.
Awesome.
We will.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to change my view. Well, let me show you a couple of things here. And then I'm going to change the camera view.
Okay. What you got?
Zach Starkey from The Who.
Playing with The Who. Demo sticks.
Yeah. And
cool.
These, I like how he signs. He signs one.
Oh, nice. Stuart Copeland.
Nice.
Nice.
His first name on one, his last on the other.
Yes, you got to keep the set to have it legit.
Yeah, that's the whole.
That's it.
That's
He's
the
smart.
whole thing.
Yep. Very cool.
Very.
Yeah. All right. Let's change the.
Yeah, you got some other stuff you're gonna show us too. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. I know that guy. Cool.
Every time I use this camera,
I know you got to mute.
It makes me mute. Yeah.
Yep.
Without fail. And I'll send you a couple of these rascals too.
Nice.
What's new on the front? Okay, so couple from, if I can get it out.
Any from the band we're talking about tonight?
Yeah,
I know
shortly, but just new stuff
All right.
the way of. So Steve Brown.
Yep.
This is Rock of Ages, the musical.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah. So Steve Brown. It's been a couple of dates, and
I saw him
in Def Leppard. But
I saw Steve Brown when he was in Tokyo Motor Fist.
Speaking of Tokyo Motor Fist,
he played.
You want to see Tokyo Motor Fist?
There you go.
There you go.
You say it and it shows up. Very cool.
Yeah, well, Steve Brown action tonight. I'm trying to get up with that guy too, man.
Steve?
I want to do a show me your pick.
Okay.
If anybody knows Steve, send him my way. You know who this is, don't you?
The Box Masters?
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Cool.
All right. Okay, in the way of police. All right.
Yeah. When Tokyo Motor Fest opened up, they opened up for Ace when I was at the Chance when I showed that live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a cool police.
Have you seen that before, Dane?
That pic with that logo, or
no,
what?
Brendan
catching
that guitar
I don't know
pick.
If you saw that.
He caught Ace's guitar pick in the air on the fly.
Yeah, during the stream.
On live, yeah.
Do you have it? You have it, T? I think you have it in there somewhere.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I went to see Ace, and he throws out a ton of picks. He has like hundreds, right? So,
I got that.
I felt pretty good I was going to get one. So I'm filming with my camera, and he tosses one out, and I just put my hand up because I was filming, and I felt it, and I grabbed, and I closed my hand, and then there it was. So
nice.
It's like a no-look grab. So
all right, here it is.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
You ready to see this? All right. Score! Score! Score!
That was fun, man.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, dude.
And then I sent it to Tony so he could have it in his collection. So
yeah,
pretty cool. He's curating it for me in his cabinet.
I'm holding it until I can send it back.
He ain't gonna send it back.
No, I'm gonna send it back. Catch a pick from Ace freely, dude.
Yeah, man. I got the memory. That was so awesome.
Yeah, you catch one from in the air.
In the air, no look grab.
Yeah.
That looks like a thick ass pick.
It is.
He plays with thick picks, huh, Andy?
This is probably
what is that, like an inch thick?
That looks like 2 millimeters.
That looks like about a 1.5.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
You know, the way that pick stuck right to your hand?
Yeah.
As a kid, me and my younger brother, we were playing with our BB guns. And I think I might have shot him and hit him right in the face.
Oh, no.
And his first reaction, he went like that.
Yeah.
And he had the BB right in his hand. Just like
my goodness.
So it was like the same thing.
Nice.
It hit off his forehead and he went like this and he had the BB.
Yeah, I remember BB gun wars. I think every kid remembers BB gun wars. You know? If you get shot in the eye, don't tell mom. You know? That's cool.
Yeah.
I love those size picks. Those are what I like, you know.
Yeah, that's your
style.
thing, B.
That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You could send him one of mine too if you haven't.
Yeah,
Dan can get one of mine. Do you have the butt cheeks one? Because you know the butt cheeks. So Dane, yeah, that butt cheeks story. Actually, Jay Hannon coined that term because like I said, I've known him for a long time. We both worked at IBM back in the early 2000s, and I still work there. And but he was an operator for some of the equipment, and him and this other guy just called me butt cheeks all the time. I have no idea why, but it just stuck. So my wife was Mrs. Butt Cheeks, my son's baby butt cheeks. You know, it's just no idea why, but it still stuck. So then it kind of translated into the pick thing. And so I had some made, and it's still funny. I don't know. We all laugh about it.
That's a great nickname.
It is. It is pretty good. You're still muted, T, probably. There you go. Mute and unmute. Oh yeah, there you go. So there, you can play that on in your next gig.
Butt cheeks.
You can play with the butt cheeks bass pick. Another friend of mine that I work with, he's a bass player too, so I gave him some. He takes them on tour with him. Oh, nice. Oh, cool.
Hey, I want one of those, dude.
Awesome.
This is the only one I have. I'll have to wait. I'll eventually get more.
That's awesome. Anything on the other side?
Our Facebook info.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, no, I can't get it.
Put it up front, pull it back slow.
I'm all shaky and everything.
That's all good.
Nice.
I do have one when we opened. I got to open for Foghat.
Oh, cool.
And I have a dish right here, and sometimes my customers will grab it through in this dish and grab one. And then I also, Rico B. Do you guys know Rico B from in the chat? He watches, right?
I've seen that.
Familiar with the name?
Yep. Seen the name. Yep.
He bought me a pick punch. So, and he's an airline pilot, so he always stays in, at the Hyatt or wherever. So he brings me his room keys, and I punch out, picks. And they're great to have laying around the store because they don't cost you anything. And if people steal them, it doesn't matter. But I've got a whole bunch that I've punched out of old room keys and old credit cards and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that is cool. I've seen those pick punches.
A pick punch.
Yeah, a pick punch. Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of those laying around now because of him.
Cool.
Rico lives here in town.
So when you use the pick punch, do you have to sand the edges?
You don't have to, but it's kind of helpful. There's my Foghat pick.
Nice
cool.
Nice.
I got to open for a Foghat in about 2 weeks before the pandemic hit.
Oh, wow.
And the only surviving member of Foghat is the drummer. But if you remember the Fool for the City album cover where the guy's sitting on a milk crate fishing into the manhole, that's, I believe his name's Glenn. That's the original drummer. He was the guy sitting on the manhole.
Oh, wow.
Fishing into the manhole.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome. Coolness.
And Foghat is currently out on the road right now with the Pat Travers Band opening up.
Pat Travers is still touring?
Pat Travers and Foghat are out on the road together right now.
Wow.
Nice.
And I think they're in the Midwest right now where they had like last night or the night before was Ohio. So yeah, look out for that, guys. Foghat and the Pat Travers Band.
Coolness.
Nice. There's something else, guys, that I totally forgot that I had new.
Yes.
That I've been waiting for. I've known about this. I knew he was writing this for a while, but I finally got a signed copy of it, and I just started it, and I'll have it done soon. But let me. All right. So the new book from Matt Sorum.
Oh, nice. Double Talking Jive.
Double Talking Jive. Rock and roll stories from the drummer of Guns N' Roses, The Cult, and Velvet Revolver. Forward by Billy Gibbons.
It's like a great book.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. A wild book, I think, too, because it's already his early past. Yeah, he was a wild dude when he was younger. But I'm sure it's going to be a great book. But this is brand new out. Hadn't been out long. I don't even think a good month. Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Dane, thanks for the new shirt, man. I am stoked.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna send you some stuff, and I got your address.
Cool.
When I moved into my new location here 15 or 16 months ago, it was big enough where I told myself, you know what? I could get one of those round chrome t-shirt racks, right? And sell some t-shirts. And so a year ago or whatever, I went on OfferUp and I was looking for one online and I didn't really find one. Well, right next door to me in this plaza, right next door, right here where my store is, there's a thrift store next door. And about 3 or 4 months ago, they had one out by their dumpster.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, dude, there it is. And I rolled that sucker in here.
Yep.
And then I spent about $1,100 on t-shirts.
Wow.
I made a big order of Fender stuff. And then I just got a whole bunch of these Zimm shirts made. And and then they sat there for 3 weeks before I sold a t-shirt. I'm like, oh God, it's been 3 weeks. I haven't sold a t-shirt. Like shit. But now maybe I'm selling 2 or 3 of them a week. And I'm almost like, hey, I almost need to make another order.
Wow.
And I've had a bunch of dudes that come in here and being in Arizona, they don't want to be in a black t-shirt. So they're like, if you had white ones, I would get them. And so I'll probably, maybe get a couple dozen white ones made up. And then if one of my, a viewer made this sort of this Ramon style Zimm's guitars thing. I have it hung up here.
That is cool.
But it kind of looks like a Ramones logo where the Eagle's holding a couple guitars.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it
Very
says
cool.
buy, sell, and trade, Mesa, Arizona, established in 2016. And then in the little banner that the eagle has in his mouth, it actually says Inagata de Vida in that banner.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I'm like, dude, that is so cool. And then it's got the Arizona flag right in the center there.
Nice.
Cool.
And a viewer gave that to me. I'm like, man, that is so cool. Thank you
Nice,
so
dude.
much.
That's super
right
cool.
And that would make a good T-shirt design right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I might get that and just put it on a shirt, and it's going to be smaller because that's pretty darn big right there. But a smaller circle looks like the Ramones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got a retro vibe, man.
Absolutely.
It does. It's got a good vibe, and everything about it is right. The established year is right. Mesa, Arizona is right. The whole buy, sell, and trade. It's got a, it's cool.
Definitely.
Nothing about it is like, oh, well, that's wrong, or that's spelled that wrong, or it's turned out really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I like these. You had another one that had only on the left chest.
Yeah. What I did with that is when I first opened my store, in 2016, one day I was at the mall with my girlfriend, and there was a little print your T-shirt on the spot kind of thing. And I said, hey, can you make me a little T-shirt that says Zimm's Guitars? And out in front of my old store, there's a cell phone tower that's got the palm leaves on it. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So like a beacon to find my old store was that fake cell phone tower palm tree thing. Yep. So I decided, okay, put Zimm's Guitars and then put a little palm tree next to it. And that worked out really good. But that was from just something at the mall that I had put it up, and I had like 3 of them. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. I've seen you wear those.
Yeah.
In the past. Yeah.
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 If you open up my closet at home, it's all black T-shirts all the way across. And I've had some of them for like 20 years, and really they're, oh God, some of them need to be thrown out because after a number of years and being in Arizona and sweating through that stuff, you can't wash that scent out of there. And I have so many that honestly, I used to play in a punk rock band, and I would wear those T-shirts and sweat through them. And I've got so many T-shirts. I got old Metallica T-shirts and stuff. And I really should just start donating some of them and getting rid of some because I don't wear the old ones anymore.
Yeah. But no, you can't. I've got a lot of T-shirts.
I like wearing new T-shirts that don't have that freaking stink about them, like my husband.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Well, I've got old concert shirts that you can't even wear or wash, even though they fit.
Yeah.
I lost a carnal knowledge shirt that way that I thought I was washing in a gentle cycle, but it's age, and it ended up in shreds. So you have to be careful with.
Every time I go to the Whiskey a Go-Go, I try to buy the Headliners T-shirt. And when I went and saw Wolfgang Van Halen over here at the Marquee Theater, I bought a Wolfgang T-shirt. And so that's sort of how I try to, help out the touring bands. I buy a T-shirt. We got to open for George Lynch 3 or 4 months ago in a bar on the west side of Phoenix. And his band's called George and the Electric Freedom. They wanted $35 for a T-shirt. I'm like, okay. I got to draw the line at $20 to $25, $35. I just can't do that.
They open it up for them. They should give you one, don't you think?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, KXM Rock in the chat. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
And what I did, so I got to stand on the stage in George's spot, and they did their sound check, and I just took a bunch of pictures of his gear, and my phone really sucks, but I have, okay, right here.
Did he drop any guitar picks?
No, but this is his pedal board, and this was at my feet during my whole show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's got a plexi,
tube screamer.
Nice. Yeah, he's got a. Oh, come on now.
There you go.
He's got the Bones, which is a chorus. He's got the tube screamer. He's got some sort of a Klon.
Yeah.
But it's pretty bare. And somewhere on here. Then this right here is one of his amplifiers. And up on the top of it, it's an old plexi. It says exclamation point 90 watts. So he does the same thing as Eddie, where he has the
attenuate.
Yeah, he dials the voltage down to 90. Yeah.
Wow.
So George does that same thing, where he's got one of his amps that he dials the voltage down, an attenuator or whatever it is that does that. And then I got a little stack of this was his guitars that he had.
Oh, that is so cool.
Cool.
And his bass player has a bass on there, so he only had 4 guitars with him that day.
Yeah.
That's killing, man.
Yeah, instead of taking pictures of him, I take pictures of his gear.
That's so cool, Dane. My goodness, man.
Nothing wrong with
that was fun.
Yeah. Wow.
Excellent, man. Excellent.
Tommy Boy said it's an auto transformer that he's turning.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's some sort of a transformer where you can dial down how many watts from your 110 or 110 volts.
Yep.
They go into your amp. He dials his down.
Very cool.
To 90, and it gives it I'm gonna just, from what I've heard, a spongier sound. I don't know how to explain it honestly, but
it's a pretty good analysis.
Yeah, I've heard people say, the Eddie Van Halen Brown sound. It works somehow like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let me do something here before we miss the opportunity. But so we are going to open up the green room to, if you want to hang out after the show and have a drink with us, I'll put a link in the chat before we close out. But so let me mention that if you guys want any custom guitar picks made, we got a guy, Greg, Legend Picks. His links are down below. He's made picks for all these bands and us, and he'll gladly make them for you too. Now, for you kids wanting a guitar built, we got a guy around here too, Neil Daly Custom Designs. His links are there. You know how to get up with Neil, huddle up with Neil. And we also know a guy that makes these things.
Excellent.
Yeah. That guy right there.
Hi.
Right there.
And he'll huddle up with you, and yeah, gorgeous. Yeah.
Thanks, man. I just built a crutch today. I just built a crutch guitar. Have you seen that?
Here we go.
In case you get injured,
that is so cool.
Play a nice little
Hold
slide.
it close. There you go.
Little slide.
Hold it closer.
Little slide crutch.
That's so clean. Look how clean that thing is. Oh, Brandon.
You can sit it on your lap, like a little lap steel. You all set, man.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I got some weird stuff, man. I'm sorry. Shovels. I got all kinds of stuff.
Very cool.
So.
I can use that thing, man.
Crutch or the shovel?
No, the crutch.
Oh, okay. You could have used that when you got the new hit.
I imagine both a crutch and a shovel will come in handy one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're always going to need one of those items.
Sure.
One of these days.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get injured on tour, you just walk off with the crutch, You got to bury a body, just use a shovel.
Yeah.
Well, with my hip, though, there had been days where, I could have grabbed that and played at the same time, man.
You could have. Yep.
And imagine that at the doctor's office.
Hey, Doc, you got an amp I can plug into?
I'm imagining that.
Yeah.
Having that cane instead of the one I had. Wow.
That'd be kind of cool while you're waiting for them because, they never get there right. You're waiting in the waiting room. So you might as well just grab a slide and just start plucking along, waiting for the doctor to come in. Right?
There were a lot of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
But that is
yeah, I have a good
cool
time.
Cool though. A crutch. I've never seen that, man. What's next, dude? You've made a shovel.
Dude, I made
You've made a guitar out of everything.
Yeah.
What's next?
You made a guitar out of a pitchfork,
I did. You know what I haven't made yet, which I want to try, is a tennis racket. Because I've seen guys making them out of tennis rackets.
There you go.
That's probably going to be my next thing.
Right on.
And my wife played tennis in high school and college, so maybe I'll just have to give it to her.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Have her test it out. So, yeah, that'll be next. That'll be next on the list. I gotta find new things to give John 5 when he comes into town because I gave him a cigar box guitar, gave him a shovel. Maybe I'll give him a crutch next time, but I don't want him to think he's getting old.
He needs, right.
So
exactly.
But
so
I'll have to see.
Yeah. So let me give the kids a little heads up, guys. We got what's planned. So Wednesday night here on the channel, we talk all things Van Halen. Yes. And this Wednesday, we are going to have Johnny B Guitars back.
Cool.
And we're going to be talking paint.
Cannot wait.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be Wednesday, this coming Wednesday. Charles will be here, I'm sure. Neil Daly will be here, he's telling me. So
awesome.
Johnny B coming back this Wednesday.
I don't know if I have an unboxing on Wednesday or not. I may have a new guitar by Wednesday.
Oh, wow, that's right.
Maybe. Don't count on it.
That's right.
Could happen.
New guitar day is soon.
Could happen.
Nice.
Very
nice.
Can't wait. I see Christopher Sow. I see your last comment, bro. You rock, brother.
Hold that thing up there, Dane.
Nice.
I like it. Dane.
That's not the EVH.
No, it's not.
That does have the quarter, though. And it does got a reflector on it. Nice.
Looks like almost like a Fender V-trim standard on a Squire. It's kind of what that looks like.
That's cool. Definitely cool.
Is that an Invader or a real Invader or a fake Invader? The pickup.
You're muted, Dane.
Looks like an Invader to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is just a Squire that a guitar player buddy of mine painted.
Excellent.
And just a regular Squire. I did change the saddles in it. And then a friend of mine was importing SoCal Guitar Works. And so I grabbed a neck from one of those kind of things.
Cool.
And I put a little parts caster together.
That's cool, man.
Kind of fun.
Is that a real Invader or is it a knockoff Invader?
I think it's a knockoff.
I think it's a knockoff too, as I'm looking at it.
Being white like that. And there's no name on it.
No, there's not.
Seymour Duncan, he'll put his name on there.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. That's cool though, bro. That is very cool, Dane.
Definitely.
So Charles, you're getting a Hot for Teacher guitar.
Yep.
Yeah. The countdown has begun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait. We'll do an unboxing.
Yeah, Neil does great.
That's awesome. Awesome work.
Yeah, Neil does great.
Awesome stuff.
It comes with a little twist too. We'll show you guys when we unbox it.
A little twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see
No, it's beyond a little twist, Charles.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Dude, this
I'm freaking numb, okay? It's really cool, all right? Can't wait to share it with you guys. Absolutely cool.
This might not be just a new guitar day unboxing. This might be having to add a couple more special guests.
Oh.
Wink, wink.
Yep. Nice Kramer, bro.
You were talking to Twisted Neck?
Yeah,
I'm trying to show you how twisted this thing is.
Oh my goodness.
Just a little bit.
It died.
Oh wow, right there. Hold it right there.
Yeah, holy cow.
Woo! The low E string dives down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can fix
that.
So
I just strummed it up. It still plays great, but I can't sell it with a neck that twisted. But the action's just a little bit high, and I said here I play this thing every day. It's one of those things that you have about $100 into.
Yeah.
Because they're $200 new.
Sure.
Yep.
But this thing, the neck is so twisted on it.
Yeah.
That
did it just cure that way and get that unstable from being that unstable? Is that how that thing got twisted?
I honestly have no idea if somebody left it in the sunlight or, there's different rumors on why a neck would twist. And one is you put it in the Arizona heat.
Well, that's definitely a major factor. It dries that wood out.
There's more tension on your low E string than there is on the higher strings. And so you've got tension combined with heat. And you see the color of the body, but then you look at the color of the neck and it's kind of faded out. The neck is faded where the body's still a nice, pretty blue.
You would think, though, that they would have at least had some fade on the body as well if the neck got that much heat on it. That's really interesting.
I mean, the headstock does look a lot lighter.
Turned into one of these guitars that is part of my, part of my little collection of stuff that I have down here that I just, when I'm bored in the store, I play these guitars.
That's cool.
And they all play pretty good. I got a BC Rich right here that a buddy of mine painted.
I just saw the headstock. I was looking at
Let me show you this one.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, nice.
Oh, look at this. That's great, man.
So the 80s, a Nagel graphic.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like it's somebody else's. It looks familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, John Mancuda.
Yeah.
Does that say NJ series? Is that what that said on the headstock?
Yes.
So that's not a real NJ series. That's the BC Rich remake that says NJ series.
Yeah, it says made in Korea on the back here.
Yep.
So it's a Korean one. It's not an American made one. And I have a friend that paints these guitars as a hobby. and I think I gave him $150 in a tip. And I mean, look at
that's an amazing job.
Oh, so your friend painted this, Dane?
Yeah, this thing has been painted.
That's awesome.
I got you.
Just for the hell of it.
That's cool. That's way cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Most definitely.
Yeah, it is.
So I got a whole bunch of these kind of things. I have a painter. He paints guitars for fun. And I end up, it's hard to know if you can sell these. You can't just put a price on these because there's no way of pricing this kind of stuff. It's a Charvel neck with a headstock injury. I don't know if you guys can see where it's cracked. See that?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's been glued back together, but it's hard to put a price on this and try to sell it.
Sure.
So this started off as a Series 10 guitars. You remember those? And he painted this up, and we did the Warren DeMartini straight out of the Round and Round video.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
And then after a while, I found a neck that I gave next to nothing for because it had a crack. And so I put these kind of guitars together in my spare time.
I do that. I like doing that too. Yep.
That's excellent.
And then twisted neck ones and, my EVH thing. And I've got this BC Rich right up here, the yellow one that I haven't even touched yet. And then, as you guys can see, I also have a Mockingbird up there that he's painted. He's painted all these for me. There's a Mockingbird in green.
Cool. Yep.
There's a Bitch in blue. There's a...
Is that a Warlock?
A Warlock. And then down at the end is a Virgin, a BC Ridge Virgin.
Oh, wow.
And they're all NJ or Bronze Series or maybe Platinum Series. And,
Are they for sale?
And then I've got 5 or 6 more in the back that he's painted for me.
Very cool.
Are those up on the wall? Are they for sale?
There's no price tags on any of them. If somebody walks in and says, "Oh my God, I need that BC Ridge Virgin that you painted sparkle green on it," then, well, what do you want to give me for it?
Then we'll talk.
And then we work it out that way.
Cool.
Because I can't price that kind of stuff.
Right.
I can't. Oh, well, the paint job's worth $600, so let's add 600 to it for that. I don't do stuff like that.
You gotcha. That's awesome, Dave.
I paint them just to have fun.
Sure.
Hell yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Right on.
Nice, man.
All right.
Very cool.
All right. So we're going to wind things down, but I am going to put the link in the chat if you want to hang out with us for a few minutes. Let's see. And there's your link if you want to. We can have, how many is 4 now? 6 more. So wait until we end if you want to pop in. But in the meantime, for Brendan and Charles and Sandra, thanks everyone for watching tonight. You guys rock. Subscribe if you're not already. Share these videos on your social medias, please. It helps us grow here. And Dane, nice to see you tonight, dude.
You rock, Dane.
Thanks for hanging out, man. Anytime, ask me again. I'd love to come back on.
Thanks for opening your store.
Not on a Saturday, but maybe not on a Saturday night, but any time during the week or something, let me know.
Right.
I happen to come in.
Very cool. Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent.
All right. So Wednesday night, Halenville Live, we'll be talking Van Halen and paint with Johnny B and Neil Daly. Yeah, absolutely will. All right. We are out of here. Have a great weekend. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Please. We'll see you next week. 9 p.m. Eastern. Show me your pick.
Yep.
We are gone. See ya.
What do you mean by that? Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Boo.